All right. We're doing. Sorry about the S word in the background, man, but it's kind of important. Okay. So, Black Job here is doing whatever I have to. I got some information. He was doing his wig out, whatever. And most people sit there and get a gig, like in field industry. He's in via sex appeal, and this dude just isn't that sexy. So I guess he's gone off to alternative methods like murder. Anyway, so yeah. So what you're looking at here is an angle. This is my drafting angle. This is my trusty leveler. Ah! Will you look at that? All right. This is a nice flat surface. So what I'm going to do here, funny how, a bunch of Nazis will sit there and make you physically go public in order to get facial measurements, in order to confirm that they've been blowing your head open, and Nazi measurements, supposed to be perfect measurements. And so let me go ahead. Yeah, it's their methodology. Hang on here. Let me go ahead and I'm going to set this up. This is kind of hard to get this centered, and I'm hurting pretty badly. Hang on. No, angle? Yes, I know you can read my screen. Congratulations. You get a cookie. Oh, that is seriously huge. Hang on. Let's see if I can shrink this window because I'm like sitting there going blind from staring at the screen. It's huge. All right, hang on. Oh. So here we go. I'm going to try to keep the center. This is the center line of my face. Hang on. I can't see this, and this is turning. For some screwed up reason, this is turning red. I can't control color tone on this too well. More shit! Alright, let's see. I'm gonna give you a white balance. That's a little better. Okay, so there it is. There it is. Make sure it's in our face. So there's the ear. Once again, there's the center of my head. Of course, you have your nose is completely turned, and you let it droop. And this is really hurting. Give me a second. You know what? Maybe let's go ahead and see if you can have all right. I hate tourists, isn't it? All right. Oh. So, these guys are putting this crap in the people. What I wanted to bring up really quick. I was gonna go ahead and post it. But since Sexy Boy here is doing this shit, I was like, oh, you got your stuff. I'm gonna end up burning down my house if they haven't do anything, and pretty much anything else that I need in order to make all of their work completely worthless. You know, because I don't want these people to make any money off me. I mean, they're already robbing me blind. They have access to all my intellectual property, so blowing up the house, they would have to rebuild it and pay. They should have to keep paying for stuff. So, these guys, I remember, like, I was remembering, like, fresh in my head with this whole thing with the violet flame in my nose. And that I saw, like, this light come up in my face when I was in my apartment in New York. I do have a couple of feelings. Some of these guys do use the caries bacteria in order to damage your teeth so you'll have more metal in your head, believe it or not, so they can cover for themselves. Yeah, they break into your house and they inject your heads, specifically these regions here and the base of the skull, in order to get into the bone marrow with fluoride. And a lot of times they do use heavy metal, and what ends up happening is it actually charges the metal, because fluoride does have an electrical charge. A really, really potent one. And it doesn't crystallize like other stuff like calcium. So what does that mean? Well, it's very possible that they're literally destroying other people's bone marrow to serve them. It's an army. Now, when you're going through a situation like that, you need blood constantly. You need transfusions. Big time. And a lot of these people are drug dealers and drug addicts as well as terrorists from foreign nations. It's a huge network of dying people. They've even turned this into a custom of doing this to their children. So what Banana Head here, not reference to Donald Trump, this is the shorty pants shrimp. I'm going to call that shrimp because my friends here that are visiting are kind of short. Some of them are. So I call him Shorty, and I also call my own bird Shorty. So if this motherfucker decides to record me, he doesn't have the authorization of that I'm referring to him, because I'm not. I'm referring to my friends and my family. What this means is it's very possible that, so, you think about, how, let's go back to the whole violet in the mouth. One of the funny aspects I love of How to Train Your Dragon, it's like one of my favorite cartoons, is that it is making fun of me, oddly enough. Toothless, Now, one of the reasons, you're going to say, oh yeah, whatever. Well, one of the things that Toothless is doing is he's throwing out a violet flame from his mouth, which is one of the ignition attempts of the hydrogen gas in the body post heating from fluoride. And I really do like the cartoon a lot. It's really, really beautiful. But damn, dude. It happens to me all the time with a bunch of movies. Happens to me all the time. Like Robert Downey was talking about the removal of the hippocampus. He's referring to me and people like me for traumatic memories, meaning they're going to freaking kill everybody. That guy's probably been long dead. But it's very possible that this micro group here, because it's kind of like it's a micro group and a macro group, and kind of the power of the group kind of tapers off toward to the outside in their network. They have literally the reason that they would have, instead of bombing the bottom, closer to the bottom of the World Trade Center, and decided to take out the top, was for blood from World Trade Center people, and to steal lives, and to continue on this trend. Because it was literally the same attack that was going on in June. And then I contacted the FBI in August 28th that there was a problem. I don't think I mentioned about them igniting. I might have, I'm not sure. But my email, once again, really was starfire1111@hotmail.com. That we were under attack, and that there was going to be, it appeared to be something was building up. I wasn't talking out my ass. And they haven't, from what I can tell, then again, I've been driving a lot. From what I can tell thus far, they haven't attempted another ignition. Not that I can recall, anyway. If they have, it doesn't have an arc or something. Either that or my head blew open, and I'm leaking this crap into my bone marrow, which is why I have such severe anemia and I'm passing out, as well as the fracture here. Which is what ends up happening is, the gas builds up, and of course, the cap builds. And it changes bone structure because fluoride softens bone. Big time, it makes it pliable. And it chelates it. So the FBI never engaged these terrorists at all. And I did contact the Air Force on September 20-something. And I was trying to see if I can get into the Air Force. It was like 2 weeks afterwards. And the guy was kind of laughing at me. No, you have to, because I was 32. You have to be like 20-something. No, I wasn't 32. Sorry, it was 28. I was 28. You just have to be you had to be younger in order to get into the Air Force. You go and join the Air Force. And yeah, it was kind of. I love the idea of joining the Air Force because they have really great sneakers. Kind of nice to sit there and fight terrorism with a great pair of sneakers. And I had contacted the FBI, physically called them, and they were laughing at my ass. They were open for. It was during the time period that the FBI was open for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I did call them from my New York apartment. They were flat out laughing at me. So if they're dead, they earned their pay. They earned what happened to them. Way after that. And I wanted to give you a quick note too as well. There was this whole scam going on with the African. You guys ever get these freaking emails saying that you got money in an African bank to fill out a form that they'll go ahead and send you money? Well, that started coming from the FBI.gov webpage, and then it started coming in through the FBI email address a lot. Shortly thereafter, the FBI changed their email to ic.fbi.gov. And I think it's still there. Yes, I see. Oh, I see. Well, they apparently do, because they don't do squat for anybody. This is a lot of people. And we're being murdered, and you're going to end up with a huge homicide situation if you don't do something about this right the hell now. Including, but not limited to, get that shit out of the President of the United States, please. Before he turns into a freaking vampire or something. The man is completely compromised by his personal need to survive. And that just can't happen. If he thinks he's going to be shot, he needs a Pope-mobile. If he's being a complete psychopath for something else, he is in need of having something surgically removed that's in him that doesn't belong there, that's compromising him. Right now. Don't even wait a minute. And the same is true for other individuals. Do everything you can. I have no idea what to recommend to you, but I suggest you make a move on this right now, because it is a bomb. It is not assistance. It is literally an explosive. People who gave you this information wanted to, that any of that crap is good for you, wanted to kill you. Sorry. Oh, one more thing. When your body isn't producing enough red blood cells, you do have anemia. One of the downfalls of anemia is oxygen to the brain, which means you're suffocating to death. Get this situation resolved immediately.